Grandma's famous fudge.
3 cups of sugar. You want to do all of the dry ingredients first. Follow these steps directly and you'll make a perfect fudge. 2 tablespoons of cocoa. If there's lumps in it, it's okay. All you do is just stir out the cocoa and the sugar until there are no more lumps. This is where you add a cup of milk. Stir the milk in until it's silky smooth. This is where you're buttering the platter. If you don't have a platter, use a plate. Also, the fudge bowl that you are using
should be big enough so the fudge won't come up and spill all over. It rises a lot. Never stir fudge in circles. It will start getting sticky on the bottom and sides. Always learn to stir fudge in a figure 8. Once it's at a boil, you will look for a spinning thread, and you better turn the heat down to medium, or else it will boil too much. There, we're turning down the heat. It's starting to boil. See how it's rising? That's why you want a big bowl for this fudge making. Turn the heat down to medium-low if it starts boiling out of control. Like this. Spinning the thread is when your spoon or spatula in the mixture, you pick it up and pour it out. If it's thick enough, it will start looking like a thread. But if it's not, it will do drips. Also, put butter in it if it's boiling like crazy. Always have a bowl of water, cold water, nearby. That's for later, when you want to see a soft ball. You always test it out. Never rely on your candy. Never rely on your candy
thermometer. Never trust a thermometer.
See how it's still not spinning the thread yet? It will soon. It just takes time. Turn the heat up a little bit so it can go to a soft ball. See how she's testing it to see if it's spinning the thread? It's not quite on softball yet. It's on jelly. Jelly is before softball on your candy thermometer. Now look, it's spinning the thread. Making fudge takes time, so cool it. See how it's still not a ball yet? That means it has a little bit more to go. See here? It's almost a softball. That means I can almost pick it up fully without it dripping or anything. Also, always clean out the bowl of water that you're using. Put the same cold water in the sink. Make sure it's not all the way full. Make sure it's only a quarter of the way full. This is for when the fudge is done. Don't trust your thermometer, 'cause see, the fudge is done. It's a softball. I can pick it up fully. Remove from heat and put it in the sink that you filled with water. Our thermometer didn't even get to softball. It was still close to jelly, so never trust your thermometer. Always trust your instincts. See how she's putting it in the sink of water? That's what you have to do once it's done. You don't want it to cool on its own because you have to put in the vanilla and the peanut butter. If you're allergic to peanut butter, you can use a substitute. While the fudge is cooling, don't stir it. Let it sit.
You'll know the fudge is cooled enough when you can comfortably pick it up and put the pan in your hand.
1 teaspoon of vanilla. You put the vanilla in after 1 or 2 minutes of it sitting in the water.
Next you add 3/4 cup of peanut butter, or 3 big spoonfuls of peanut butter.
You start mixing all of these ingredients in when you take it out of the sink of water. You want to do this because you don't want it to cool any further. We should have taken it out right now, but we didn't, to show you why you shouldn't do this.
Once you take it out, it would be good if you had a handle, 'cause you have to beat this in. You have to beat the peanut butter in. Also, you want the liquid to be a thick liquid, so you can pour it out once you're done beating it.
But what you don't want to do is have to scrape it out. That is what we're going to do right now to show you how hard it is and how fast it cools down if you don't do this fast enough. It takes a while to beat it in, but make sure you beat it in really well.
We moved a little bit too slow in this stage. Notice how it looks like a really thick liquid, but at this point it's cooling very fast. So we should be at this, when it looks like this, you should be pouring it into the plate. Otherwise it starts to get really hard really quick. So watch.
Now you move it over to the counter to pour it on the plate or platter.
See how they're scraping it out and not just pouring it out? You do not want your fudge to look like this. You want it to look smooth, and we cooked it a little bit overboard, but this should be a really thick liquid. Not clumps like this, but it will look like this when it's ready. And there you have it, Grandma's famous fudge.